After a fabulous few weeks in Borneo, we've flown back to Singapore where our previous stay was cut short due to the Grand Prix, so we're looking forward to having a few days exploring what Singapore has to offer. Come into another temple, Hindu temple in Chinatown. It's like there's something going on today. Big queue over this side. Big queue. We'll see if we can see what they're queuing up for without looking like we're barging in. At this point the rain returned with a vengeance, so it was back to another pit stop for something to eat. Jan's just finishing off her wussy lunch because she went for the safe option of a bit of pizza, although she didn't know that's what it was. But it hasn't even brought a sweat to her brow, whereas mine has got me feeling quite warm again. And I can't have my coffee yet because it's too hot. The coffees were $1 each, and my southern chicken fried, whatever it was $2.50, and Jan's bit of pizza was $2. So what's that? $6.50 for lunch, brunch, whatever we want to call it. But very good again, but very noisy and very busy in here. Lots of people already on there. Buckets of beer, but I suppose it is a Saturday. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to film on level 4 at the actual Tooth Relic temple, but we'll see if we can find a picture online to put on because it was quite incredible. Interesting contrast to the Tooth Relic temple we went to in Sri Lanka that was fairly, not basic, but nowhere near as opulent as this one. So this gives an idea because it was all gold up there, but this is just in a kind of museum bit. Singapore was full of incredible architecture, and one of the features was all the living walls and plants on decks around the buildings, which we think is because there's some sort of tax incentive if you do that, but it certainly led to some incredible buildings. The park around Fort Canning, so I just come and get a bit of peace and quiet out of the city, and they've got these little swing chairs which are actually quite nice. You get a little bit of a draft, and it is hot and sweaty as ever in Singapore. We just walked past the Fort Canning Hotel, which I think is probably a little bit out of our budget.
Not going to get it for £65 a night.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. But no, it's nice little park to walk around.
It's quiet, which means it would be nice to stay around here. because our feelings about Little India is that we were really glad we didn't stay there because it's so noisy. And a couple of the hotels we saw as we walked past were ones that we were considering, and we are so glad we didn't stay there because it looked very noisy.
First sighting of the Sands Hotel. Now we're back in Singapore. Quite a nice view of it from here. Nice little bits along the river. Yeah.
Prawns are fighting back. We just bought 10 skewers and
5 duck, 5 chicken,
5 chicken,
2 prawn,
2 prawn, 5 duck,
2 rice packets.
2 rice packets, which were not lovely actually.
It's cold rice, yeah.
Yeah, and we've been told off for buying our own beer from 7-Eleven because apparently we shouldn't be doing that. But you can see all the satay places along here. Don't think they open till 6. We went with satay number 6, which I'd read somewhere was recommended. But actually satay number 8 had a very big queue. So this is at Lau Pasat. It's a really nice place to eat. It's a prettier hawker centre than all the rest, but really good. Really enjoy it. Just if you do get a beer from the 7-Eleven, which is next door, make sure you hide it under the table. Quick, slip.
Okay, we're just waiting for the 8 o'clock fireworking or light and water show. Hopefully we're in a good spot. Jan did her research on YouTube and reckons this is a good spot. So
somebody on YouTube said.
On her head be it if it's wrong. But yeah, hopefully we'll see it against that backdrop. And get the music this side, allegedly.
Supposedly. If you're by the Merline, apparently you can't hear the music.
Alright, we'll let you know in a minute. Or 7 minutes.
Okay, so we've just seen the Spectra Light and Sound show at Marina Bay. And what did you think?
Right, spectacular setting, and the backdrop with those buildings behind it all was pretty incredible. I guess maybe we get a bit spoiled because we've seen some great shows.
Well, not that many.
Well, I've seen a few. I mean, the one in Icon Siam in Bangkok. Maybe because it had kind of more contemporary music, and it sort of seemed to go a bit more in time to the music maybe than this one did.
Yeah.
It was a bit more varied, but no, I mean this was really good. It was okay. It was
free. We quite enjoyed it, but it wasn't as good as the one in Icon Siam, and I think that's what we were expecting, that quality of show. But
yeah,
we enjoyed it and it was good. It's very crowded. We did find a good place to stand, which was just in front of
Louis Vuitton. On the steps up to the Louis Vuitton. Vuitton? Anyway,
that one.
on the steps up to the shop is a really good place to watch, because you get a view across the whole of the water show. You can hear the sound really well, and you're a little bit raised up. And it wasn't nearly as busy as the sort of bit just along the front.
Yeah,
so.
We were a little bit along the front, and there was a woman kept touching me. It was just too crowded.
Yeah.
She was sweating to be touched by people I don't know.
And I was worried about someone knocking me and dropping the phone into the harbour.
So we moved to outside Louis Vuitton's shops.
Yeah.
and that was very good. So that's a place to stand in if you want to be able to see it.
It went off bang on 8 o'clock. So
It was 15 minutes.
yeah, exactly 15 minutes. I don't think it goes again at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and now it's completely empty.
Yeah,
So,
but it'll probably be packed again at 8:45. So, but
so come along, it's free.
Worth a look.
Worth a look, but
Yeah.
lower expectations if you've been to the Icons. I am.
Yeah.